The League of Women Voters of Wilmette has worked with 8th grade students throughout the village to provide the opportunity to learn about the workings of local government. Students have worked closely with representatives from the boards of the village, the library, the park district, and our 2 K through 8th grade school boards, District 37 and District 39, to understand firsthand how they function. Today, students from District 39 will conduct a mock meeting of the Village of Wilmette Board of Trustees. On behalf of the League of Women Voters of Wilmette, we thank District 39, especially Eric Rieses and Aaron Schwarz, and the Village President, Village of Wilmette Trustees, the Village Manager, and staff, especially John Presner, for making the League's Student and Government Leaders program possible. Thank you.
I hereby call the February 21, 2019 Village Board of Trustees to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Trustee Durbin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will now take roll call. Trustee Zimmer?
Here.
Trustee Green?
Here.
Trustee Howie?
Here.
Trustee Haddadian?
Here.
Trustee Adna?
Here.
Trustee Foley?
Here.
Trustee Parker?
Here.
Trustee Durbin?
Here.
Trustee Wang?
Here.
Trustee Klobuchar?
Here.
So we are here today to talk about approving various capital improvement projects from various departments. In today, there are 10 projects totaling over $785,000. As a reminder, the village's budget allows for funding in the amount of $400,000. We first have Environment and Public Works, except the head isn't here, but the projects are still up for discussion and approval. Can the police head come up to the stand?
The Police of Wilmette proposed a deal for a renewal of 4 Ford squad cars. The police department uses 10 marked squad vehicles for daily patrol and emergency response activities. The vehicles are equipped with a laptop computer, moving radar equipment, and forward-facing video camera. The estimated cost of the vehicle includes $8,000 for an LED emergency light bar, exterior police markings, and miscellaneous parts needed to install major components. When these vehicles are replaced, the laptops, radar, and video equipment will be replaced as well. 4 squad cars have had a total of 125 breakdowns, so this is just another justification that we need newer squad cars. The estimated price for 4 squad cars is $156,000. 911 Next Gen proposal. We also propose an upgrade in our 911 emergency system for $15,000 to save more money in the future and keep our town safe. The current network can't locate wireless phones or VoIP, voice over internet protocol, calls, receive text messages, or images/video. A new nationwide NG 911 network is in the process of being developed. The state of Illinois has hired a consultant to design and implement a statewide ESI, Emergency Services Information Network. This would cost around $15,000.
Is there any now we will start discussion between the trustees. Ask questions. If you have any questions for Police Chief. Okay, thank you. We now have the Department of Administrative Services. Can you come off the stand?
The Department of Administrative Services proposed an idea for a new council chamber's audiovisual equipment that replaces the old one. It costs $80,000, and the old one currently has bad quality. Citizens have a hard time watching the board meetings, and it is inefficient for the citizens of Wilmette. For the last 5 years, $25,000 have been spent on repairs and new equipment, and it was estimated to only be useful for 10 years and was purchased and installed in 2010. So its estimation of life is going to be ending like 1 year or 2. If an important piece breaks down, of the old equipment, board meetings will not be able to be broadcasted until it is repaired.
Is that your other project?
Okay. Yeah. My second piece is to a new utility billing software, which replaces the old one. $24,750. The current utility billing module was originally purchased in 2003 for $32,000, and the software version will be more efficient for citizens to receive bills because it is email instead of mail, less time for citizens to receive because it will be using technology, it saves paper and improves customer service. Majority of the project expense is for professional services such as training and implementation. License cost is $14,500 is waived because we already own the old utility building. That is all.
Is there any questions from the trustees? Thank you. Can we have the fire department and fire chief come up to stand?
So when a person calls 911, they might not know how their call gets received. Instead of going straight to the fire department, their call goes to the Regional Emergency Dispatch Center, RED. Next, they contact your local fire department through a copper phone line and send help where it is needed. So each copper phone line individually costs $478 for a total of $11,472. And the estimated cost by 2022 will be $14,960. The proposed solution is to use internet connection in the dispatch center to save money, decrease need for repairs, and decrease response time. The total cost for the internet connection will be $56,400. In 2020, it will cost neutral. In other words, it will pay for itself. And in 2025, it will create a savings of $50,000. We won't have to rely on AT&T. In other words, the copper phone lines break down, and that's gonna make us have to use the backup radio plan. And in the backup radio plan, a person has to stay up for a shift all night, and occasionally they switch shifts because there's no alarm to wake them up. Also, finally, it's already being tested. It's only available from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. It has dramatically reduced response time, and it is much more reliable than copper phone lines. And then it's time saving, it's service saving, cost saving, and most importantly, it's life saving.
What's your next project?
I don't have that prepared.
Oh, okay.
Someone else was supposed to come, but they didn't.
Okay. Is there any questions from the trustees?
What would be your backup plan if the internet connections were to go down?
Probably the radio backup plan, but there's a very small chance that the internet connection would go down.
Do you know by how many seconds the response time has changed with the new alerting equipment?
I'm not sure. That information was not presented to me.
Is that all? All right, can we have the water management head walk up to the stand?
The first project I want to introduce is the steam boiler replacement project. The current heating system in the water treatment plant building was installed in 1956. The heating system provides heat for the water plant and other attached facilities. The system has required a lot of maintenance over the past 11 years, and it currently requires many costly repair jobs. Because the system is so outdated, the heating system is very likely to fail in the upcoming years. If the system fails, the pipes will freeze, which could lead to further damage of all the equipment in the water treatment plant. In 2003, we decided to convert part of the system from a steam system to a hot water system. The hot water boilers are more energy efficient, and they use approximately 25% less energy than the steam boilers. So what exactly am I proposing? Well, instead of only having a partial hot water system, we are proposing that we update the whole system and have all hot water boilers. This new system will save the village money by lowering maintenance and operational costs, and will also be an energy-efficient way to heat the water plant. Over the past few years, the heating system maintenance repairs have took up about $50,000 of the water management budget. If we installed the hot water system, which costs approximately $150,000, the project would eventually pay for itself in about 3 years' time. It is of utmost importance that we update the heating system at the water treatment plant. The condition of the equipment has been deteriorating for the past couple years and has required many maintenance needs. It is critical that we replace the steam boilers with the hot water boilers, because the remaining steam boilers could fail, which could pose a moderate safety hazard to certain areas of the plant. There's another alternative to the project, simply postponing it altogether. However, this will most likely result in failure of the current system, jeopardizing multiple parts of the water treatment plant. One other project I'm here to discuss is the Glenview meter upgrades. The Village of Wilmette currently owns 4 16-inch turbine-style meters, which are housed in a vault in Glenview. These meters are Wilmette's official source of billing for the wholesale of water to Glenview. For maintenance purposes, the water management team replaced portions of 2 of the meters in 2012. In 2016, 2 of the meters were replaced with higher quality meters that have a higher life expectancy. These new electromagnetic meters are supposed to last up to 20 years. Water management is proposing that we replace the remaining meters with the same high-quality electromagnetic flow meters that the other 2 meters have. Over the past 10 years, the current meters have required multiple repair jobs, and the maintenance repairs took up almost $64,000 of the water management budget. If we installed the magnetic flow meters, which cost approximately $35,000, the project would eventually pay for itself in about 2 years' time. It is extremely important that we replace our current meters, not only because of all the money they are costing us, but because they are underperforming. As I said earlier, the meters are the village's primary source of billing for the sale of water to Glenview. Because the meters only perform at 25% of their expected performance, they do not measure the water usage of Glenview correctly, causing the Village of Wilmette to lose revenue. Due to this, it is critical that we replace our meters, not only to save money on maintenance fixes, money that could be well spent somewhere else, but so that Wilmette can make the proper amount of money to provide for the needs of our village and for our residents. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. So now you can sit down. Okay. All departments have gone. Is there any? Does anybody want to make a motion to approve any of these items?
I move to approve the protective clothing extractor for $20,000.
Does anybody second that?
I second that motion.
All right. So now the floor is up for discussion. Trustee Durbin, if you would like to start the discussion and why you chose that.
Okay. I feel like we should definitely approve the protective clothing extractor, because the current the current washer and dryers pose a safety hazard to our firemen who are trying to protect us. So I feel like we should try to protect them as well. Yep.
Is there any trustees who also want to discuss?
As well, at the top of the descriptor, it says that the protective clothing extractor is critical, unlike most of the other projects which are recommended. So I think that also shows that we should definitely approve this.
Anybody else before we vote?
The current washers and extractors are 17 and 19 years old, so they're very old, and their efficiency might go down in the passing years. So I think it is pretty logical to replace them right now.
Okay. Anybody else? Then I guess we can start voting. I will call on your name, and you will just vote with aye or nay. Trustee Zimmer?
Aye.
Trustee Green?
Aye.
Trustee Howie?
Aye.
Trustee Haddadian?
Aye.
Trustee Adna?
Aye.
Trustee Foley?
Aye.
Trustee Parker?
Aye.
Trustee Durbin?
Aye.
Trustee Wang?
Aye.
Trustee Klobuchar?
Aye.
And I also vote aye, bring the tally to everyone voting. Unanimous decision. Is there anybody who else wants to make a motion on any other project?
I move to discuss the heating system upgrade for $150,000.
Do you second that?
I second that.
Okay. So now we will start with discussion. Trustee Durbin, if you want to start discussing as you moved it to approve.
Okay. As you can see from the graph that the water management people provided to us, the cost of maintenance for the current steam boilers is continually going up, and will just get more and more the longer we wait to change these. So if not only that, but if we do it now, then if we do it now, it'll pay for itself within 3 years, because we won't have to do any of this maintenance that'll have to happen if we don't replace these.
Is there any other discussion? Okay, we will vote now on the heating system upgrade. Trustee Zimmer?
Aye.
Trustee Green?
Aye.
Trustee Howie?
Aye.
Trustee Haddadian?
Aye.
Trustee Adna?
Aye.
Trustee Foley?
Aye.
Trustee Parker?
Aye.
Trustee Durbin?
Aye.
Trustee Wang?
Aye.
Trustee Klobuchar?
Aye.
I also vote aye, bringing this decision to a unanimous vote. So right now, we spent how much money?
We have spent $170,000.
Okay, 170,000. How much do we have left?
We have $230,000.
Is there any other motion to approve any capital improvement projects?
I move to approve the 4 squad cars.
Trustee Howie, you can start the discussion as you approved the decision.
The current squad cars are 4 years old, and the number of breakdowns are increasing, causing repair costs
to go up. So in the long run, it would benefit the village to replace the cars more than to continue to repair them.
Is there any other discussion?
Not only the repair costs, the cost to buy new squad cars keeps on going up year by year, so it would be wise to buy them now so we can save money later.
Is there anybody who else wants to say something? Okay, then we can vote on it. Trustee Zimmer?
Aye.
Trustee Green?
Aye.
Trustee Howie?
Aye.
Trustee Haddadian?
Aye.
Trustee Adna?
Aye.
Trustee Fowley?
Aye.
Trustee Parker?
Aye.
Trustee Durbin?
Aye.
Trustee Wang?
Aye.
Trustee Klobuchar?
Aye.
And then I also vote aye, bring this also another unanimous decision. How much money do we have left?
$74,000.
Okay. So, is there any other motion to approving improvement projects?
I motion to approve the fire station alerting equipment.
Is there a second?
I second.
Okay. Can you start us off with the discussion?
As the years increase, this fire station alerting equipment will become more costly, and also this helps save lives. So it'll be better to buy it now so that we could save more money.
Is there any other discussion? Oh, yeah, you can speak.
I believe that we should buy the new alerting equipment because this would help our firefighters get to the situations more quickly and would make our overall alerting system more efficient.
Anyone else wants to speak?
Not only that, but we also won't have to rely on AT&T personnel who are the only people who can repair these and have been proven unreliable.
All right. Anybody else? I guess we can start voting. Trustee Zimmer?
Aye.
Trustee Green?
Aye.
Trustee Howie?
Aye.
Trustee Haddadian?
Aye.
Trustee Adna?
Aye.
Trustee Fowley?
Aye.
Trustee Parker?
Aye.
Trustee Durbin?
Aye.
Trustee Wang?
Aye.
Trustee Klobuchar?
Aye.
And I also vote aye, bringing the tally to yet another unanimous decision. How much money do we have left?
$17,600.
Okay. Then that means the only one if we did buy is the next generation 911, which is cost $15,000.
I motion to buy the next generation 911.
I second.
Okay. Trustee Zimmer, would you like to start discussion?
So for the next generation 911, it's like it says it lacks the ability to, without it, it lacks the ability to accurately locate the wireless and voice over internet protocol calls, and it cannot receive text messages or images or videos. So this new form of the 911 would help to just pinpoint certain calls and the locations of callers, which I think would be really helpful, and it seems to be remarkably cost efficient for its use.
Is there any other discussion? We will start voting now. Trustee Zimmer?
Aye.
Trustee Green?
Aye.
Trustee Howie?
Aye.
Trustee Haddadian?
Aye.
Trustee Adna?
Aye.
Trustee Fowley?
Aye.
Trustee Parker?
Aye.
Trustee Durbin,
Aye.
Trustee Wang,
Aye.
Trustee Klobuchar,
Aye.
and I also vote aye, bringing the tally to another unanimous decision. We have run out of money to buy any other project, so does anybody want a motion to adjourn? To end the meeting?
I move to adjourn the meeting.
I second.
Okay. The meeting is ended.